Hello, hello, YouTube. Nasty Nate 888 here, checking back in with y'all for another free for all game in Age of Empires 4. Like the content so far, please press that like and subscribe button. I do appreciate it. Let's get into this game without further ado. As we often do in the free for all game, we're going to be playing the Rus. I've got a real special one for you guys today, a real treat. But I will give a little disclaimer on this game. Yesterday, I played a lot of games, and I believe I played 12 or 13 games throughout the day. And I was real tired at this point in the evening. I actually lost every single game uh, prior to this one. I won't spoil for you how this one goes, but yeah, we had a banger of a game, but we did not play the best. Let's just say that. There were some things I did in this game that were a bit silly, but without further ado, let's take a look at the whole map here. Ooh, look at that map. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Wow, we got some lakes, some big old fishing ponds, which we've just now scouted. Their villager, fortunately. Or where? We are Rus, so getting our fishing kind of up and rolling is a little bit can be a little challenging, right? Those expensive fishing boats. We'll see how that goes. So we got a couple of players right below us here, setting up shop. Looks like I don't know where red's going yet, but purple and green right there in the middle. Speed things up here a little bit. Orange down on the bottom, pink on the left side, and we got some decent players in this lobby, I think. So when I say decent, I usually mean they're like 1200 to 1400 rated. I guess that's what I would call decent in the FFA game. There's not really any leagues though, any like ranked mode in FFA, so it's kind of hard to say where players stand. Some players don't play a lot of free for all, so don't really know. One player just decided to surrender. He was trying to set up shop right next to purple here. Looks like purple went ahead and noticed that real quick, and he went straight for the king with his bills. He decided, you know what, let's just get that king, which I think I would do the same in this situation where the king's that close. You're gonna be a little behind, sure. Obviously, 4 bills, 5 bills, just chilling here. But yeah, you want to secure that because when other players start to scout that, they might set up a little wooden wall around him or whatever. If he goes in and picks up the first kill of the game, the guy just gave up. Now we see red settled over here in the corner on the right side, and it looks like everyone's kind of sorted their positions. So we're gonna try to get our docks up here. We weren't able to afford anything because I did throw up a hunting cabin right at the start of the game. Got my 26 gold hunting cabin right up here, and yeah, so I'm getting the wood now, but I do need some. I'm struggling here. Like I said, I made some mistakes this game. I ran out of food, and you know, all because I built that hunting cabin. Probably I don't know if that was the right. Maybe getting the docks. I think getting the docks a little later would have been a play. Maybe starting on this deer pack, then slowly transitioning towards the dock would have been like probably the better route in this position. I kind of bungled it up, and then I had a lot of idle time on my town center there, running out of food. Finally getting that sorted out. I'm gonna go ahead and speed things up here. We got a not a super long one, but we got a bit of a long one here, as they say. Get into. We see red also going for the oh, I guess he just walled off and he got his docks going over here. Green right here with the docks as well. Gone dark player. Red player is Abbasid. Our purple player is Ottoman, looks like. Gonna be scoping out yellow's base right here with his king. Our a couple HRE players, one of them in the middle, and one of them, for whatever reason, set up. I wonder why this HRE player set up over here. This seems like a strange spot, but I guess with the docks, that's fine. We're gonna see if he gets any relics. So we don't see a lot of relics on this game. Like I see one here, 2, 3. I only see 3 relics in total, so there's not too many relics to go around. Purple's definitely got this one in the bag, right? Yellow probably could get this one, but maybe pink will snag it. Yep, I'm guessing yellow's gonna get it just because he's like, you know, got the really nice resource set up right here. So neither of these HRE players seem to be. I guess pink's getting the food, so we'll see. I'm kind of curious if that's gonna play out. I mean, actually, what the heck is this guy doing, man? This is not how you get food. Okay, he's got the sheep coming in. Like, he's long distance mining berries. Here we go. It's a new strategy, guys. You saw it here first. What's going on? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I thought I was playing poorly in this one, but maybe this yellow player took the cake on that, right? So he's getting his auction shop up, but I think pink's probably going to be maybe not first to age 2, but he's going triple docks. Okay, so pink also probably maybe he scouted that there weren't too many relics. Take a look at his vision. Probably found those 2 there and didn't find the 3rd one. So it's in purple's base. Maybe he decided, you know, forget the relic game. I'm just gonna go hard on the food and do my own thing that way. And we see that purple does have a docks right by me, but as I often do in these FFAs, I try not to go aggro on water. And cause some kind of, you know, situation where I have to invest heavily in water for like military ships. But maybe I should. You know, I've invested pretty heavily. I'm planning on getting quite a few of these ships, which I think, you know, you gotta consider this is like more fishing boats for Rus, right? Because each one is like 2, I think. They cost 150 wood, so I do have quite a few fishing boats, technically speaking. So we see, you know, a lot of players here on this on my pond up here in the top. All 4 of us, in fact, and purple getting in on it. Now he's walling himself off. We see now that yellow's into age 3, so he's getting his relics. Got the first 2 right that were right next to his base, and that's it. He's probably looking around for more, but there aren't any to be found, my friend. What do we got here? So we got a Burgrave. Okay, so he did wisely get the Burgrave instead of the chapel, since he's not going to be getting any relics this game. We see that I'm in age 3 as well now, and I'm hitting the king button, seeing what's going on. And we get our Golden Gate landmark. We're starting to get stables. I'm figuring, you know, I'm Rus, so I want to go into stables, of course. But often do. There'll be some action starting up here. So orange is kind of scoping around with the looking for relics here. So orange not going to get any relics, unfortunately for orange. Another Rus player in this game. Let's take a look actually real quick at what is going on here. So we got all mountain ranges. I didn't even notice this in this game. It's so funny. Then you got like a little gap here, maybe just like a tiniest gap to get through a whole mountain range. So orange, the orange and red both. Wow, like they've got just perfect setups, right? Like to keep themselves secure. Maybe not the most resources. Well, actually, orange has quite a bit down here. He's got his own fishing pond as red does. I shared with orange, but then orange has this whole area behind his base. So we'll see if he scouted that out. I mean, that's great, right? Like he knows a. Wait a minute. That's what I think. You can't get through here. Is that what I'm like seeing? Oh wait. No, you can't. He scouted it, and you can get through on this side, I think. I don't really know, actually. I don't know how this works. This is really strange, guys. The way this map is laid out. It looks like this is water, but it's like shallow water. I think you can run across this. Yeah, it's the lighter blue on the mini map. And, yeah, I think you can just go past it, probably. So yeah. So bizarre. Such a interesting map, right? But perfect little chokes here, and I'm surprised he hasn't even walled this off too. We'll see it. That plays into it later. There's only a single sacred site too to keep in mind. So now green takes it. And when I saw this, when I saw green took this, I saw he was the first up, one of the first to age 4. I guess he's not. There's 3 people in age 4, and I'm not there yet. But I was worried. You know, like, did he build the red palace? You know, as French on the sacred side, but no, he did not. So build it over here. So I was a little worried about that. So I decided to go send my cavalry out. The first thing I do here in this game is send my cavalry out to that sacred site to make sure that there's not like a bunch of, you know, like castles and red palaces going up on it, and that we're gonna be okay. You scout that, it's fine, even though I do have to run past some of Green's defenses here. I'll leave his bills alone for now. I'm just sacred site. Now I'm going up to my own H4 pretty soon, hopefully. Maybe not yet. We've got a little ways to go. We've been a little slow this game, as I was mentioning before. Okay, here goes my H4 land. I guess it already is on the way. I'm poking into purple here. I was like, I want to hit purple. He's still in H3. One of the few that's still in H3. The only one, actually. And I wanted to hit him. So I came through here with my knights. There was a lot of spearmen in here, so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to pull back here. I'm going to wait for my, my H4 upgrades. I'm getting the elite knights, I'm getting the poleaxes. Make my knights a little bit beefier against purple's army here. You know, obviously it looks like red has made landfall on orange's base. The transport ship and some villagers. Kind of crazy, and then orange is coming out into the middle here as well. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Oh, yes, this is such a crazy base. I don't think I ever got down here. Yeah, well, actually I did scout it, I guess. I just didn't realize that this was the only way through here. So orange is now was capturing the sacred site. I guess he decided thought the better of it. Kind of a slow start to this game. Not a lot of players fighting it. There was one player left in the beginning, so the only player with a kill is purple. But he's not anywhere near supply type, so we don't have to worry about that. Now we see him coming in here with my elite knights. I'm busting through right on top of his mangonel there. Nice. The other one's also going to be going down. And yeah, we're looking strong here. Orange is down here. He's kind of approaching yellow. Red has stolen Orange's little outpost behind the map there. Very funny. Now I'm looking for the king, and something, I think if I remember right, this is kind of a funny little situation that happens here. Take a look from my perspective and watch this king. So the king runs. There's these you know, wooden palisades walls in the way. I've got to break through those before I can, you know, get to the king here. I was pretty confident that I was gonna get his king here, but then there's another palisade wall here. I just spotted that. Yeah, I could just barely see that king there. I go over here. I'm trying to bust. Meanwhile, these spears are wailing on me now. Like having to rally in units. It's kind of a mess right now. It's just there's not a lot of routes on this map, so it's kind of tough to figure out how to get through. And yeah, I guess I've lost track of the king now. This is all stealth forest, by the way. You can't see anything in here, so my cooldown wasn't up, and he cleverly snuck around back into his base here, and I didn't. You know, I thought he was gonna feed the king, so I was worried. Went down here, and then I got, you know, messed up by yellow's keeps down here, so I was just kind of making sure he wasn't about to feed the king. Before I turned around and realized I got jebaited, as they say. Now we see king is in this town center here. So I think I was trying to mine, like I couldn't see that this was all walled, and I tried to mine over here and build a thing. And so that's why you see all these villagers charging into his army right now. So yeah, there's no more gold for me, unfortunately, right now. So that's why I'm really worried here. I'm like, okay, I've got to do as much damage as I can. I need to break through this player. I need to destroy purple so that I can take his gold veins, because there are no more gold veins for me right now. I'm completely out of gold. And like I said, I wasn't playing the best this game. I didn't make enough hunting cabins. I do spot that there's a relic here too, and like at least 2 or 3 gold veins. So like, I gotta get in there and get me some of that gold. So looks like we had a player getting hit on 2 sides here. The yellow player was getting pushed by pink. He just surrendered. I think as soon as pink pushed him, he just surrendered. I think maybe orange had been messing with him. I guess orange also came down here to deny that red taking his base, the taking of his base. So pink's gonna pick up a kill now. So pink goes at 250, purple's at 50, and I'm getting mauled. I think I hit the wrong. I saw there was one unit here. I didn't know which town center the king was in. So I wasted a lot of my units, unfortunately, there, clicking on the wrong town center. But we did destroy it. It was the second TC, so it was easier to torch. I don't think I would have even gotten his other one. So we really set him back a bit, you know, economically, I think. Let's see. Yeah, we're still pumping on water here. We're sharing the water with everybody. It's a real happy, happy camp on the water here. No one's fighting. Everyone's chilling. I probably should have wiped purple off just because, you know, I'm fighting him right now. I want to hurt him, right? I probably could have made a couple military ships and just pushed him off water real easily. That's something I probably could have done a little better there. But we see him put. I thought I was gonna die here. So what happened here was he just moved with. All I had was stables, and I did have a couple of siege workshops, but he just pushed me with spearmen. He's still in castle age, and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna lose. Axe, and of course, I went in here. They came right back out, but I didn't have anything that counters these spearmen. So you can see even my elite knights are struggling against all these spearmen here, and our villagers are getting, you know, wiped out. I'm just getting destroyed here. Yeah, so it's not looking good. I accidentally clicked on the thing there too, so yeah, we're kind of struggling here. But I'm starting to throw up now a bunch of archery ranges to deal with this problem. I was really worried I was gonna lose the game here. So now we see I'm down to 90 ecos, and not a lot of vills. But we do still have the fishing eco at least. We're just suffering. I mean, we can't really use much with the villagers anyways since there's no more gold, but we can get wood at least. And now we see that a purple is probably ahead of us, right? Yeah, he is a little bit ahead. But he's getting hit by pink as well, so pink, orange looking at green, and pink looking at purple now. So we're hitting him from both sides. Looks like. Yeah. Fortunately, I think I would have lost the purple if pink hadn't come in here and you know, and softened him up. So we were saved there in a sense by pink. And it looks like red has wiped out orange. So orange had his army up here or something. Pink was looking at green for some reason, and then red just came through from behind. Looks like he just either landmark sniped him or got his king. But we'll come back. So red's also at 250. Green. Okay, green just. What did green just do? Green just killed. But he got a king. Maybe he got Did red get a kill? Red got a kill. Green got a kill. Oh, green. You know what happened? Green got the this player's king. Purple's king. Yeah. So right now I'm in a tough spot. Like all the other players in the lobby are 250. I'm at 200. That's what happened. So yeah, purple decided to feed his king to green. We weren't quick enough on the draw there. We didn't notice it happening. So I think pink was overrunning him. Now we got three other players in the game all at 250, and I'm still at 200. So a bit of a tight spot. But it looks like me and pink. We're gonna be working on fighting green, and blue's coming up. I'm blue. Sorry, guys. I did have a section of knights that went down here to kind of look around and see what was going on, try to find a way in. I noticed that, you know, his king's over here on this red palace, so that's gonna be tough to break. So I need some cannons for that. And I saw pink was here too. I was figuring we could like hit from different angles maybe and work on green together, but I guess that kind of did work out that way. I don't know what red's doing. He's got an army down here. He's not using it. He's just gonna kill him. So green is just defending his last landmark and his king here. Good spot. I was thinking about hitting from water, but I didn't want to. I guess I realized too late what happened here was green like without me even noticing until it was like almost over. Green built a bunch of galleys and he just wiped out my whole fishing eco. So now I'm in a tight spot. I don't have any you know, much of an economy left. I have to transition to farms now, probably, and yeah, it's gonna be a little tough here. I didn't want to waste my army fighting into this, you know, right now. I need to like kind of reestablish my economy. I think repeating an experience. He's almost he's crazy enough. This guy's not even level 4 yet. I don't think. Yeah. So we're feeding him experience. We don't want to be doing that. We need to fix our economy, but I also don't want these players to steal the king kill. So I'm kind of wary about what's going on with everyone else here, because I'm in a bit of a pickle here, right? Like, let's speed things up here and let's wait for the next fight. So right now I'm working on probably my farm transition, I believe. So farm transition is happening. Or we're not even, you know, we didn't even do a farm transition. We just got like, there's still deer here, I realized, and I went out and I took these deer, these berries and stuff. I did a little bit of a farm transition, but not much. We didn't need to just yet. So pink's still hitting green. Red is just AFK. Gathering up tons of resources. So he's got a ton of resources in the bank, it looks like. Pink not as many resources. But still doing okay. Me, you know, my economy is not looking hot right now. The gold has still been suffering, so eventually we come down here. Yeah, I'm trying to take this gold here, so we're gonna see that. Looks like still rallying units over here. He does have a lot of boats too, like fighting boats on the water, so he's well protected here. The really nice defensive setup. The only thing I think missing is probably some siege on the land. Like, that'd be nice. I think. So he's still getting pummeled though, so he's just trying to hold out, I guess, as long as he can. Now I'm starting to set up my, oh yeah, purple's golds, right? Let's take those. Then I think I see that pink's here too, or pink does come here. So poking and prodding, making sure that, you know, green's still well defended there. Pushed him. Now we're, you know, we're starting to get our economy back up and rolling. We're starting to gather this gold. Pink, oh wow, okay. So this is more of green's base. I guess green had a little outpost down here that red is taking over here and getting all the gold from. Red gets so much gold this game. Roll it all, or doing like just making trash units. Me and pink are kind of skirmishing over this gold veins over here. I decided, even though I wanted to hit green, I wanted to make sure that I pushed pink off of this area and claim these golds, because they were the only ones I had, and I have no relics. So what's interesting is there's 2 relics here in both these keeps, and then the 3rd relic is I've already taken, I believe. My base. Let's see. Yeah, so we've got the one from purple. No one claimed it. There's still 2 more. For whatever reason, pink wasn't really paying attention. Forgot or something. Those relics are still chilling in there. Now, I've started to mine up all this gold, so now I've got a decent gold bank again. Doing okay. We're getting the last one as well. Pink has, for whatever reason, I'm kind of surprised to see this. He's doing a little trade here. Interesting. Okay, so he's got a 16 gold trade to this dock here. Someone built a dock on his side for whatever reason. In a market, and red as well. Oh, okay, both these players are trading. Okay. This is not much of a trade. 20 gold. Well, I guess it's better than nothing, right? At this point, you want always good to have some kind of trade. But with all the docks here, I could have been. I guess I'm not in an opportunity yet. Trading really. Green owning the water and still being alive. But yeah, we've got a lot of more gold now. We got we're still at 200 supply, sadly. But we're starting to get some bombards, I think, out and some more siege. Assist my army so that I can do a little better here. This is so funny to see. I I always wonder, like, when these with these really crappy trades, like how supply efficient it is to even do it. I mean, obviously you want some gold, but I think you do it anyways if you have no gold to mine or whatever or other sources. But yeah, I wonder how efficient trades are. So here we go. I'm still poking around green here. I really want this king. It's gonna be a tough fight though. I know I'm gonna lose a lot trying to take it here. I do want to try make sure that I'm the one that gets that kill. So we push up. You see, tries to flank me. I pull my horseman back, defend my siege. Even just pushing me like this is tough, right? Great. I mean, we do have the mangoes though. He doesn't have mangoes. The one upside of this fight. See, look at this. We're just wrecking these archers. That's what he's got in the back there. Dawn Dark is just, oh, she's so powerful. She's max level now. Look at my knights trying to focus her down. She's a tank. She's a beast. My horseman can't do anything to her. We finally wiped the John Dark. But the thing is, like, we can remax now because we've gotten a little bit of an economy rolling. And green, you know, he's been suffering for a little while now. He's got his food, I think, plenty of food. Let's take a look at what else he's got. He does have some, he does have a bank, so can't say that he's completely out and done. In fact, his money looks a little better than mine, I think. I'm out of gold again. I've maxed. I lost my gold. The relics are still in there. Interesting. So now green has traded and red is starting to get interested. I don't know what these players are just sitting back. They're chilling. So funny how passive these players are in this game, isn't it? I usually see this style of play too often now. But once again, we're going in. We're gonna try to run over green, man. But look at all those ships back there. They're here to destroy. But we do have some cannons in the back now. So if we do clean up this army, okay, we start to focus the red keep here. So let's see what happens. So this king gets pushed out of the red keep, and I'm trying to focus on it. I think these units for some reason didn't, but I had the cannons trying to focus on it. I guess he doesn't have a transport there, so I did pick him off with the cannons. And so we end up securing our kill, and then someone tries to call me out and say, hey, like, blue 350 or whatever. I'm like, no, man, that was my first one, 250. And I figured at this point I hadn't been keeping track of the kills too well. I thought red maybe had like 350 or something. I was a little worried about that, but everyone claimed they had 250, and I kind of believed them because I didn't remember anyone getting like multiple kills. So red is down here now. It's funny, he's also here with these relics. He doesn't really seem to be focusing them or whatever. Now we see, but these players have been trading, right? So red got a ton of resources. Pink got pretty solid resources. And me, you know, once again, we're out of gold. Suffering again. So let's speed things up here a little bit. See what happens. So right now there's no more resources. There's just gold veins on the map. So everyone's out of gold except for the guys who are trading. I think I made some docks just to try to help. Because I was considering trying to snipe green out water at some point, but I realized he had too many ships there at the Red Palace. So I started making some new. I figured it's probably more supply efficient to have the boats here on the water, and I did scout both these keeps that had the relics, and as soon as I killed them, sent my guys down to claim those 2 relics. So now I've got 3 relics. I've got the only 3 relics in the game here actually, which is nice to have some gold income. And at some point here I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna get this fishing income on water, complete my bills on land. And then I was thinking about, oh, I can trade to green's docks here. You know, I knew green had some docks. I didn't want red to see me. I thought red might, yeah, water actually wasn't because of we could have traded to red's docks, but he would have. The thing is, he would have known then if I traded to red's docks. He could just delete his dock, or he could do whatever really. Wipe all my traders out, build his own fishing, and he would definitely be able to afford to do that. I'm glad we didn't try trading to red stock here. It's wouldn't be very good. Okay, so here comes the trader. So I've got, yeah, as you can see, it's like 9 wood and 9 gold. Like, what the heck? So, okay, no, it's 21 now, I guess. But yeah, it's because I went to the far dock. They're getting, so it's not bad actually. I should have made more, I think. But I was worried about, I was actually worried that it was going to be supply inefficient to do it. I'm not really too familiar with how much, you know, resources that is for how much time they take to get there. But I think on water, it's probably fine. So we see what happens here is pink starts to build a wonder. And yeah, he got a bunch of resources to do so. And he's still got a lot of workers, and you know, he spent all his bank, which is the key thing here. Red is like, Red and I are talking about going to kill him, but then Red starts his own wonder. So then it's a 3-way showdown. I'm like, okay, if you guys are taking the wonders, I'm gonna try to take the sacred site because I can't afford a wonder. Like both these players had been trading for a while. They both afforded a wonder. Red and pink are fortunately fighting right now, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Forget this. I'm not even, especially because Red built. I actually didn't know Red was building it. I think I realized it when he was done, but I actually took the sacred site in order to hold Pink's wonder hostage and say, hey, delete that wonder, otherwise I'm gonna keep the sacred site. And I said if you delete your wonder, then I will run away from the sacred site, which kind of a deception. Right? I didn't really. I can hold the sacred site. I'm gonna win with it, right? Like I'm not gonna. Like this game has been going on. We just hit the 1 hour mark, by the way. I don't really. If I can win the game, I'm going to, right? Like I'm not gonna try to drag it out, especially in my position of having the lowest bank, smallest bank here. But I do have the relics now, which is really great. We did keep a couple. We only kept a couple traders around. We could have made more, I think. But what I wanted to do now, since I do have somewhat of a bank here, I figured, you know what I want to do is just go all in on military at this point. Like I don't want to have villagers really. I don't know what supply these guys are on. It doesn't seem like they're on very high supplies. If I can have a very strong military and pretty much no bills, I think I just go all in on the sacred site, and I'm gonna try to hold it. You know, win with it because I already know like players have bigger banks than me. Just like that, I figured they just mine more than the trading, but should have considered that. Well, and I figured they had to be trading, right? Because how else would you afford both afford wonder? I figured they must have a huge bank. I didn't realize he could spend everything he had, you know, on that wonder. And then Red here, he's the one with the bank. He's got a huge bank still, so he could have deleted all his bills. Let's see what he does. He still has 170. Yeah, oh my god, he really needs to get rid of these units, man. So Red needs to delete his traders, man. He's got, let's see, he's got 57 traders, 68 villagers, so he's got over 100 supply still in economy. I'm starting to send some vills down here to build up this keep. They're still not set up yet, but we have a pretty big army here. We're looking at, you know, he's like, for example, he's only got, what, he's got a 33 supply military? What the heck? Okay. Hopefully he'll figure that out and get it sorted pretty soon. Okay, wait, there we go, 98 military. In production. Pink has his army here too. Don't know if we can, wonder tracker. Okay, so he's still constructing his wonder somehow. He just gave up on it. Or he had a few vills. Okay, that's what it is. He just has a few vills still working on it. I'm surprised he didn't commit his workers to keep mining, or I mean, I guess if the other player has a sooner wonder, I mean, you might as well cancel it. Like, I think if you start building and you cancel, you get the resources back. I'm not 100% sure, but you can see like my army's just so big and powerful now. Like Red, he's still too invested on his eco. I mean, he has such a bank. He should definitely be like deleting all of his like economy, right? Going all in on military, but not or whatever. And pink here. Okay, so what happened here was I didn't even notice this. Let's take a look at my camera here. So pink's trying to go for like the king snipe, right? On me. He's trying to be like, yeah, I'm gonna king snipe this guy. I was wondering how he got through there, so he looks like he snuck through like purple's base, got up into my base. I thought I kind of walled here with the palisade walls, but I guess, yeah, I didn't wall through purple's base, so there's a bit of an opening here. But let's go back to my camera here. So I didn't even notice this for a while. It's a huge, another huge mistake I made this game. Was not even noticing this for the longest time, and you're gonna see when I notice it. It's kind of a disturbing moment, very scary moment because I believe he's already wailing away at my town center. It's like half dead already by the time yeah, he's not even actually attacking my base now. Let's. Huh. He's just sitting there. Okay, so that's why we didn't know that at first. Maybe he sends more reinforcements before he decides to go for it. But if I did see on my mini-map, I would have noticed there are a few units up there. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just mostly focused on this sacred side in the middle here. I thought that's where they'd be hitting me from. And I was waiting for Pink to hit me. I was really wondering where Pink's army was. And then okay, we're getting attacked now, but we still haven't. Doesn't seem like we've noticed it yet. Yeah, we're getting destroyed up there. And I think I get another notification or a ping or something here. Eventually we oh, there we go. That's the moment. Okay, so we're in a tight spot, right? Like I thought 100% I'm dead here, right? Like, but I'm gonna do my best to rally. Like I'm at max supply, so I can't, you know, without unless I delete some shit, I can't really. I don't want to delete shit because I'm on the sacred site at the same time, but it's almost too late, right? Like, so we got this keeps going down here. We still got our town center we could put him in, unless he surrounds us. But let's see how this plays out here. So I'm ascending right now. I'm shift. I'm grabbing all my cavalry, and I have like, you know, hotkey select all cavalry. The king, I was able to get him into the town center here, and I built the transport ship. I'm trying to build a transport ship over here. And yeah. So fortunately, I think for whatever reason, the pink player, he was a little bit slow enough. I think maybe he's trying to landmark snipe me or something. He didn't seem too aware of my king, so I was trying to get as many, you know, units up here as possible. I only have a few. Right now, right at the last second, we pull our king out. We run him down to our other town center here. But Pink wasn't really paying attention, I guess, and fortunately, yeah, he wasn't really like surrounding my town center properly. I think he was just going for a landmark snipe. I don't think he even knew. Maybe he didn't even know where my king was. But we were able to get our cavalry home, and we were able to save our king, surprisingly. Despite everything that went wrong there. And now we left our siege back here. Fortunately, we have some defense, and we built a little palisade wall to hold red, so this is great. Buying us some time while we clean up Pink up here. We can send our units back down to defend. We got a couple of keeps with replacements. A couple of wooden fortresses, and we're looking pretty good. We've been working out pretty well. I think they're coming maybe like 2 or 3 minutes left on the sacred site, and we are still ahead of both of their wonders. So the showdown, the three-way showdown has gone in our favor so far, and our king is chilling over here. I think I'm gonna put him on. I decided I'm gonna put him on water up here somewhere for now. I lost my landmark, main landmarks. There's not a lot of defense here. But yeah, because these players, like, I went, you know, 140 military, probably 170 if you max supply me right now. And then these other players, red here, still, you know, still got 118 economy. He never deleted, he did delete a lot of his bills. He never deleted his traders, though. He is, you know, I guess he wanted to keep the gold income, which makes sense, but I think he could delete the rest of the bills, right? Like, these 33 bills definitely go. Didn't have enough military, and Pink, for whatever reason, didn't really help, except for that one run by where he almost killed me. He didn't really come into the middle, and try to contest the sacred site. Now we're looking at, like, you know, 2 minutes remaining on the timer. Pink is just kind of derping around over here. Red's been just charging on stuff. I mean, he just needs to group up and attack together, but he's just having to rally for whatever reason. And we're just, you know, slowly destroying him. Pink, let's take a look at Pink. Pink's, you know, he was messed up on his his money after that wonder, and then he just sacrificed his whole army trying to destroy me in my base, and now he's got almost no military, so, you know, I don't know what he's doing with this. I guess he's just gonna sit back and give up. So now Red, in this whole time, he's been, poor guy's been just like rallying his army into mine, but you know, I've got a pretty well defended setup here. I believe with that, I'm gonna be able to clinch this game in this match. So this was an interesting one. You know, we had two wonders in a sacred site at the end here. So it's the Mexican standoff. We had, you know, like the good, the bad, and the ugly. We were all sitting up and pointing your guns at each other. I think Pink did delete his wonder there at the end, and then Red, you know, his was way behind anyways. I think it was a desperate gamble that I would get off the sacred site or something, and I didn't. So that was it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the match, much as I did, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. Let's if you want to check the score screen real quick, we'll pull that up. Just how that went down. So villager count, the military count, mine was ahead. Nobody really made much of an army. This was when Pink attacked me, I think, in my base, and he just kind of focused my landmarks. I was able to easily defeat him, but anyways, you see Green had a really huge army. Green was defeated earlier on. There you go. Red had a ton of resources, but he not deleted enough fills.